Hey there, nature freaks.
What's going on?
Hope everybody's been staying safe. It's been a pretty tough year with this pandemic. We've been limited with what we've been able to do in regards to making videos. But rather than sitting on our hands and doing nothing, we've decided to dig through some of our B-roll, put together a few top 5, top 10 lists of some of the animals that we've encountered on our adventures.
So we're talking about the freakiest, creepiest, strangest, weirdest animals that we have come across, whether they are aquatic, terrestrial, swim, fly, crawl, dip, dodge, dive. It doesn't matter. They are bizarre in some way. So today we're going to deviate from the norm.
That's right. We're going to get you a little bizarre, up close nature in your face.
Nature in your face!
The first oddity on our list doesn't look very odd at all, but peculiarity isn't always limited to just looks. Say hello to the Iron Cross Blister Beetle, which, as you'll find out, is a bug you definitely don't want to mess with. This attractively colored insect made our list because of the way it defends itself. Blister beetles can excrete a toxic chemical contained in their blood called cantharidin. If ingested, as little as 10 milligrams is enough to kill an adult human. But that's not the weird part. The chemical doesn't come from the mouth or the abdomen, but instead oozes out from the legs after the beetle intentionally dislocates its knee joints.
Oh my gosh.
The resulting contact with skin causes blisters and intense pain that has been described as having boiling water poured over the body. Farmers know all too well the dangers of the blister beetle's toxins. The beetles are attracted to certain types of hay that horses feed on, and it's not uncommon for them to accidentally swallow the beetles, causing their death. But before you write the blister beetle off as nothing more than a useless killer, you might be surprised to learn that cantharidin is used medicinally to dissolve warts, treat cancer, and remove those unwanted tattoos your mom warned you not to get.
Its name alone is a good indication that the next critter on our list is a freak. Meet the mud puppy, an aquatic species of neotenic salamander, meaning that it lives its entire life in the larval stage. That's sort of like living in your 10-year-old body forever. Also known as the water dog, these salamanders are one of only a few that can produce noise, and according to some studies, their high-pitched vocalizations sound like a dog's bark. But don't worry, you won't hear this guy howling in the middle of the night in a full moon. This physical freak has a long, snake-like body and feathery gills that make it look like a cross between an eel and a cheerleader's pom-poms. Because of their strange appearance, many myths surround the mud puppy, and fishermen have long believed that these amphibians are poisonous and should not be handled. They might look like a creature from the deep, but the truth is, mud puppies are completely harmless and are excellent bioindicators. In other words, they can alert scientists of environmental problems. That's because their bodies are extremely sensitive to water pollutants. So consider it a good thing if you see one of these wonderful underwater weirdos in a lake near you.
The third creepy critter on our list goes by many different names: wind scorpion, sun spider, solifuge, camel spider. Call them what you will, because it won't change their grotesque and downright ferocious appearance. The first thing we should point out are the two sets of chelicerae, better known as jaws at the front of the mouth, which pound for pound just so happen to be the most powerful of any invertebrate on the planet, and can be 1/3 the entire length of the body. This overly odd arachnid is an 8-legged wood chipper, and its prey doesn't stand a chance. They can saw through an insect's exoskeleton like a hot knife through butter, and digestive enzymes liquefy their victim's flesh. It certainly wouldn't be fun to be on the wrong end of those jaws. Camel spiders are also awesome excavators and can dig through dirt and sand like a backhoe on steroids, and they can even run 10 miles an hour. Not unlike a vampire, they are entirely nocturnal, and the Latin name solifuge literally translates to one that flees from the sun.
This next animal is so unusual, it doesn't even seem real. It looks more like a science experiment gone wrong. It's what you might expect to get if a shark and a chainsaw had a baby. Meet the small-toothed sawfish. Growing to 17 feet long and weighing as much as 800 pounds, this is by far the biggest freak on our list. It's also the rarest, with an estimated 500 to 2,000 remaining, making them one of the most critically endangered animals on Earth. The chainsaw-like rostrum is a perfect weapon and is used not only as a means of defense, but also to catch and kill prey. Finding a meal in murky water might seem impossible, but not for this frankenfish. The rostrum is made up of thousands of sensory organs called ampullary pores, and like having a built-in minesweeper, it gives them the ability to locate the weak magnetic field produced by fish, crabs, and shrimp, even when they're buried beneath the sand. They'll often slash through schools of fish, swinging the blade from side to side to stun and impale their prey. It is recognized as the only jawed fish to use its rostrum for both detecting and killing its prey. Being a freak among fishes doesn't mean we need to fear this gentle giant, and we can only hope that its protected status allows their numbers to increase.
What if we told you there exists a creature so horrific it could enter your home, immobilize you with a syringe-filled concoction, then lay an egg on your chest that would hatch and eventually eat through your body and feed on your heart? You'd likely move to another planet. Well, pack your bags, because it's not only the 5th animal on our list, it's also real. But don't worry, the scenario I just described won't ever happen to you. But if you're a tarantula, you better beware. The tarantula hawk wasp is a born spider killer. Females will seek out tarantulas both on the surface and in their burrows, using chemical sensory cues. Once the wasp locates the spider, it stings and paralyzes it with a powerful venom. The wasp then lays an egg on its helpless victim, making it a sacrificial host for its larva, which feeds on the spider's organs before emerging as an adult. But wait, it gets even crazier. When the wasps aren't out killing spiders, you might find them at the local nectar bar with their friends. Well, sort of. The wasps occasionally will feed on fermented nectar, causing them to become intoxicated and unable to fly. Luckily for us, these wasps are not aggressive and generally ignore people, which, considering their sting is ranked as one of the worst on the planet, that's a good thing. Well, that's a wrap. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode about our freaky animal encounters.
And if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like to show us some support. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to our channel for more awesome episodes to come. And if you've had your own freaky animal encounter, let us know below in the comment, but keep them to animals only. Nothing about your hairy uncle or your weird neighbor that likes to watch you through their window.